Joining us now to discuss the potential impact on U.S. studios is Andrew Wallerstein, Variety's co-editor-in-chief. Andrew, give us a sense of what you know about how the movie studios are bracing for impact.
Well, here in the U.S., it's not really much of an impact yet because the big films from the U.S. studios are not part of this crucial lunar period where it's entirely Chinese movies. However, in the longer term, we could see some impact as it's possible that movies scheduled in February or March by the U.S. studios in that market could get some new competition. They could be rescheduled. So there's going to be some impact.
Do you have a sense of whether there's a silver lining here as people are at home, whether they might be streaming movies more, and that there might be subscription fees that bounce up because of the quarantines across so many cities in China?
Yes, it's funny you should mention that because there is, in one particular instance, a Chinese studio that has elected to take one of the major movies they would have otherwise put in theaters in that country and is now putting it online. And I believe there's also TV networks that are donating rights to TV programming that could come in and, while people are quarantined and not able to leave their home, have some entertainment.
In terms of some of the numbers for the industry as a whole, I know you said at the top that not a huge percentage of it would have been U.S. films in the week ahead. How big, though, is Chinese New Year week for the broader industry?
Well, in the global box office, you can't underestimate what this means specifically to the Chinese studios. I mean, it would be the equivalent of like multiple Super Bowl-sized audiences. And so there's a huge cost there.
And any idea about how quickly people might come back to this industry? If we look at past cases that perhaps are slightly comparable, do people take a long time to come back to those crowded type attractions like cinemas, even when the government lifts the restrictions that are in place today, or do they flock back?
I think that's going to be dependent on how this crisis unfolds. You know, best case scenarios, maybe this is just a matter of days and those movies get rescheduled, come back in. Look, they're not going to make back all the money they lost during a crucial period. But if this doesn't stretch on for weeks or, God forbid, months, that will dampen the impact.